Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here. Welcome to the Crafter After Show. And the crafty sidekick, Shenanigans, is over on the other side. During the Crafter After Show, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. Sometimes that includes stuff you sent to us in the Across the Mile segment. It also includes some new product from time to time and good news. So tonight, I think we're starting with some good news.
I want to show you something. I don't have a lot to show you from Across the Miles, but I do have. Is this it right here?
Yes.
I feel like this was.
That is it.
Okay. So I do have some things to show you guys. A couple of cards, and I want to show you this gift that was brought in this week. And it's not everything because we've already taken a lot of it out. And we've already started using it. But this gift.
Let me put it back on.
Okay. It's from Kathy Clifford. She's from Indiana. She came to visit us last week. And I got to show you what. Okay, she brought us some I guess crafty stuff, and I have the markers too. She brought us some markers. Like she brought Shannon a set of these and me a set. Is this what you let Amber use?
No,
That's why hers
So-
is so pretty.
Mama, were you in the meeting?
There was a meeting.
Yeah, you just said in between shows you were going to start with the good news.
That
And you ain't talking about the good news.
I wasn't in the meeting.
Okay.
This is good news. Did you see this? Bean's gonna be real happy.
I understand, but that ain't the news you said you were
Do you
going to
see
start
what she
with.
brought for Bean? For that bird dog Bean. She brought her a bird.
Dog.
You almost hit me with it.
It was close. I don't have
Real
my glasses
close.
on. I don't have my glasses on.
Shoulder.
I'm always close when I don't have my glasses on. I got to show you something else she brought for the Bean. Oh, they're not even seeing. Yeah, they are. I was like, they're not even seeing it. It's one of them ball
Slang it.
flickers. It's a ball flicker. We have one for the grand dogs. You know our grand. Just stop. We have one for the grand dogs, but it's not this size of a ball, and I think it'll be better for Bean. And I will tell y'all that I noticed this week. So I have this stick in my hand in the yard, and Bean was running the other way, and I threw it just really to drop the ball, just to drop the stick. I just threw it, and she went right after it, and I thought, I'll be able to teach her how to fetch pretty quick.
Yeah.
This will come in handy.
Maybe so.
So we got some really cool stuff. Look, for Bean. How cute. Bean's getting real spoiled, by the way.
Yeah.
Real spoiled. Oh, it's killing him. The good news.
She ain't here today, though.
No, she's not here today.
So y'all
Look
won't get to
at
see her
this
tonight.
card. Look at this log cabin quilt card. That sounds like syrup. Log cabin syrup. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, my goodness. Kimberly Meyer says, you keep me in stitches. You are blessed, precious to me, beautiful, amazing, thoughtful, sweet, appreciated, grateful, kind, and loved. Those are all words from the stamp set. And she turned them into a whole paragraph.
How cute.
That is amazing. Love, Kimberly Myers. That is so good. Thank you so much. I love your quilt card. With the lace, look at that log cabin.
Oh, baby, that's
Isn't that
pretty.
cute? Thank you so
That's
much.
fabulous.
Who's this from?
If I was a guessing, I'd say that's from my boy Terry.
This is cute. Look at the glitter. Glitter. Let's check it out. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Ooh, I'm going to let you read this one.
What?
Read that one.
All right. It says, lucky.
Hey, wait, what does it say?
Lucky.
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 The history of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, who was born in the second half of the 4th century, is inevitably sketchy. Even his year of birth is uncertain, with some scholars hitting on 373, while others calculate somewhere around 390. Similarly, that didn't come out right, but you know what I'm saying. The place where St. Patrick was born cannot be confirmed. Banishing the snakes, probably as famous as the story of the shamrock, is the legend of St. Patrick driving all the snakes of Ireland into the sea where they drowned.
That's my kind of guy.
In the postage stamp at the top of the page,
Do you need me to show it?
somewhere, maybe y'all saw it. Again, in the postage stamp at the top of the page, and in many images of the saint, Patrick is seen standing on snakes, i.e., conquering snakes. The well-received message is that there are no snakes in Ireland, save those that are in
Oh.
the zoos. And he alone is responsible for this happy state. It is, however, very unlikely there were ever any snakes in Ireland.
Are there snakes in Ireland now? Do
This
I have any
particular
Irelands?
legend of St. Patrick is easy to translate. Snakes were scared to death. Snakes were scared to the Druids. Their banishment reflects St.
Sacred.
Patrick's success at removing pagan influence from the island. From the
Sacred.
island.
Sacred.
Yes, I'm sorry, not scared. It is sacred. I was trying to,
I wanted you to read it because I thought it would be snaky and scary, but it's really not very scary. They ran them off,
No.
so it's not scary. I was like, oh, you're reading this one. But,
Happy
oh well.
St. Patrick's Day from Terrence Decker Harris.
So here's the deal. Are there no snakes in Orland?
Orland?
Orland? Are there no, I want to know, is there any Irish folks here? I talked to somebody from, our friend's Irish. I'm going to ask her. Look at this beautiful
Jen,
card.
you ain't right. You see what Jen said?
No.
Jen said, Vinny reading always makes me want to crawl under the covers because it sounds like a best nighttime good night story.
He can read a kid's book so good. He really can. It's funny. Look how pretty this is.
It's because it's how I read. Like a kid.
That's how you comprehend.
That's
Read
how
like a
I
kid.
comprehend. It's no lie.
I love this card. Look, it's purple. I love the color. I love this little bow on here, and this cute. And there's a cute little note. There's actually two notes. One says it's a tear-jerker, and I don't have to read it on camera, so I'm going to choose not to. Maymay, Vinny, and gang. I love, love, love these quilt cards. I purchased the great graceful Mente paper for another project from you, and all I had left were these perfect scraps for the cards. I think they turned out so delicate and beautiful. I'm using some of them for Mother's Day. Thanks for all the great ideas. Cheer and faith.
These people say there ain't no snakes in Ireland.
Wow. Best, your friend, and on the internet, Barbara Kite. Thank you, Barbara. I love this card. It's absolutely beautiful. I will read the note. I read part of it. I'm going to save it for tears later. All right. That's it. That was all that I had to show you. Now we can talk about the other stuff. What's the good news? What y'all want to hear about first? They'll tell me. Everybody tell me something different. Here's what we're going to hear about first. Let's talk about the event. And the reason I want to talk about the event is because so many
That's
of
the
you
good news.
are emailing and asking questions. And here's what we want you to know. So this event is a little bit different in that you might want to go back to big faces.
I did.
She was drawing, coloring. This is going to be a little different in that we are working to bring in Penny and So Charming also. The thing this is where questions have been asked. A lot of questions are, is this going to be paper crafting and sewing? It is, but you don't have to do paper crafting and sewing. What we're going to do is we're going to offer the same package deal and even the same classes that we've always done. They'll be paper themed, paper related, like we've always done. So if you want to do the classic Maymay Craft Acropolis package, it is available to you. But because COVID restrictions aren't here anymore, we can use that whole, how many square feet is it?
The whole
I
facility.
didn't do it. It's 144 by 82.
144 feet by 82 feet. How big is that?
Big.
I want to say I read it was 13,000 square feet.
Do you want me to do the math real
Yeah.
quick?
So we can use that whole area. So we were like,
142 by 82.
144 by 82. So, close enough.
3,600 square feet.
3,600
That's not
square-
right. 144 times 82. Right at 12,000 square feet.
That's what I thought I read on the contract, about 13,000 square feet. So what we thought is, instead of having, if you've ever been to that space, it's big. And when we had to do it for COVID and have tables 6 feet apart and 6 feet apart, it was so airy and open because there was so much room. But since we don't have to do that anymore, we felt like we would only need this much of the facility, and then why not bring Penny in and let's have more fun. Let's have more teachers, more opportunities, more chances, and more crafty friends. Yes, they use paper. Yes, they use fabric and we use paper, but it's still fun to meet new crafty people, right? So that's what we're looking at. And it's going to kind of work like this. You'll have at first, this is what we're going to do. You'll have my bundle package to choose from, and you'll have Penny's bundle package to choose from. So Penny will be marketing her package to her viewers, her customers, and you guys too. Like if you want to take the sewing package, that's great. If you want to take the paper crafting package, that is great. Penny's never done this before, okay? So she's trusting me on how to set her stuff up, all right? So we're going to do our best to get her as close to what ours is as possible. I feel like Penny's bundles are going to be more expensive because she's using fabric and it's more expensive than paper. That's just the way it is, okay? But we're going to try. Here's what we've learned from you guys. So many of you want the bundle because you want to be able to point, click, and purchase, okay? Instead of add to the cart, add to the cart, add to the cart. That's what we've been asked so many times. And in our last, 3 events, we've sold in bundle, and they've sold out. The last event sold out in bundle, but the ones before that sold almost out in bundle. I hope to be able to pull out some a la carte classes once we offer bundles first. And we might be able to. I don't know what to expect, okay? Here's what you can expect in line of what we'll be doing. If you've never been to Craft Acropolis and you've never been to one of these events, you rent a table. One part of it is you rent a table. That table is a 3x8 table. It's a big table. You get a lot of space. And you have that table for the whole time from Monday to Thursday. We'll be there Monday morning at 8 a.m. through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Okay, so you guys can come in as early as Monday morning at 8 a.m. Now, you have your table to craft anything you want. It can be something you bring with you. It can be something from your classes that you take, whatever. We're going to even try to do it where you can buy tables without the classes. We're trying. It just depends on how many purchase, okay? We have a lot available, and this is one of those events that's a much more affordable price. I cannot give you the price tonight because we still have emails out to distributors negotiating product prices, okay? Because many times when we do something like this in volume, we try to negotiate the price down really low, but if you've ever taken our classes before, any of our stuff, this is not like Crafting in the Country where we had a facility that cost us so much a day. Like that facility cost us almost half what this whole place costs every day. This is not like that. So I can do a lot more affordable price. But I just want to kind of give you a heads up of what it's looking like. Your teachers are going to be me and Shannon and Brenda. And the reason for that is this facility gives us 2 classrooms. Shannon, Brenda, and I will share one classroom for the whole week. And then Penny and Emily will share a classroom for the week. So we both have a classroom. And so you can take... we'll have it set up to where if you want to take mine, Brenda's, and Shannon's class, you'll be able to do that over the length of time you're there. We're looking at doing some stuff in our classes we haven't done before because so many of you guys have come every time. I want to give you something fresh and new. It's not anything out of your comfort zone. Listen to me. We're not taking you out of paper crafting. We're not taking you out of your comfort zone, but we want to bring in some things. I'm leaning on some classes I did back in the day that were very popular, and I haven't done them in years and years and years. I want to bring that back. Shannon's working on doing something completely fresh for us. Not different, but different. It's very good. Brenda hers is still up in the air because we're waiting to hear back from the distributor about her product. It's going to depend on what product she can get as to what she'll be doing. But it looks like it'll be a 3D project that you will alter in some way. She really wants to do something altered. And she wants to do something with vintage linen and lace, but not a book this time. She's like, a lot of you guys have her books and have done them before. So she's trying to do something like that. Now for Penny, she wants to do a big room quilt class, which is really cool. This means if you want to take her big room quilt class, even if you're paper crafting, you could take her quilt class because she's going to teach it in the big room. So it's something that basically you would create a quilt top in the 4 days. So that's pretty cool, right? You won't bind it or quilt it. You won't be able to there's no way we can get that done in 4 days. But you can build your whole quilt top and then go home and quilt it yourself or have your local long arm quilter quilt it. Or I'm pretty sure Penny will quilt it for you. You know, you have to pay for the long arm part and then she can ship it to you. She might be mad at me for saying it, but I think she can do it. So she'll be doing a big room quilt class, which I will probably take while we're there because that's really fun. Great for on the crop floor. And then I think in her classroom, it looks like we're meeting again Monday to nail everything down as far as what she's actually doing. Her and Emily are doing research, but it looks like she's going to do It's like a quilted pot holder. Now, let me tell you why this class is cool. If you've never quilted before, okay, a quilted pot holder is basically all the steps you need to learn to make a big quilt, just smaller. And that's why I wanted her to do that class. She made one recently, and I was like, that is all the steps. It teaches you binding, it teaches you quilting, it teaches you stitching, the whole 9 yards in that little guy. So if you've never done it, that is a perfect one to take to go, I can do this bigger, I think she's looking at either, I don't know the project, but she's looking at a 2-hour project, something you'll start and finish in your class, which you'll be able to do that with the pot holder too. And if you don't, you can still go to the table and do it. And then she's looking at another class, and I can't remember what that one was. Oh, she's going to teach like a quilting 101 situation for those of you who might be wanting to get into quilting. And not even you guys, maybe her people. Remember, she has a whole audience and a whole store and a whole customer base. So you'll get to meet extra people. This came to me from taking classes at her shop, because I craft here all day long, but then I get to go to her shop and craft with people who don't have a clue who I am. They're just a bunch of folks just like everybody else, and we sit there and we sew together, and I love it. I get to meet new people, and we learn different things, and it's just so cool. I thought we need to mix our audiences together because I think you'll like it. So, did I say everything?
I think so.
It is Craft Acropolis in Clanton, Alabama. This is an in-person event. It is May the 8th through the 11th. It is not weekend. It is early in the week. So I have to remember that when you're putting it on your calendar. It's early in the week. So many of you have already got your hotel rooms. It's not even funny. You do want to get your hotel rooms, by the way. Go ahead and get them. All right, so
I do want to
questions.
say that we have 590 people watching and 247 likes. So I appreciate some thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, we are shooting for tickets to be available before the next live show. That's our plan, to have tickets available before next Thursday. We're real close. We're not only are we negotiating with our distributors, but we're also negotiating with Vince. Because Vince has to do our math 3 times after we do it, for good reason. We're still negotiating with Vince. He came in the other day. We were sitting there doing math and stuff. And I was like, okay, this number and this number. He said, stop. Stop. Go back. And then he took his phone and he said, let me do it. So, too funny. But we're still negotiating. So, we'll see how it goes. All right. Do you see any questions?
Several people have asked, is it going to be recorded? Will it be available for purchase through video later? No.
This event will not. This is an in-person event, and it won't be. It doesn't mean that we won't bring you forms of those classes. Sometimes I bring you the exact classes, and I might bring you my class because I'm doing something I've never done before, and I really like the format, and so I may bring it to you later as a single class that you can purchase, and we could do that with Shannon's too, as long as we could get the product, because it's kind of hard getting the product, but I would like to try to do that. And Brenda's, again, it would be the product situation. If we can get product, we probably could.
So, again, the dates are Monday, May the 8th through May the 11th.
Through Thursday, May
Thursday, May the 11th.
It's the longest we've ever done.
And cutoff will be at 4:30 on Thursday.
That's right.
So it'll start at 8 o'clock Monday morning, and it'll shut down at 4:30 on Thursday afternoon.
Well,
we have to be out of the facility at 4:30.
But it shuts down every night at 9 p.m.
Yes.
It's not a 24-hour event.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. On Thursday, from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
So what I love about that is we get 3 full days of crop together, versus many times we get 2 full days and a half day. But this time, because we were able to get the space, we were able to get the time, we get you to have 3 days full, and then almost a whole day till 4:30 the next day. It's almost 4 whole days.
Exciting.
Yes. If you are planning on sewing, you will need to bring your own sewing machine.
When the tickets go live, you know how I have the Make It kit where I tell you what you need to pack to bring for what we're doing? She'll have the same thing. Maybe we can call hers the Sew It kit.
Yeah.
So that way you can tell the difference. You can see what you'll need to bring for hers too. But you will need your sewing machine. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, they sell them, but I would contact them early if you wanted to purchase one from them, because they may have to order it and have it here for you or something like that. But they do have them available. Let's see. You mean there's something out there you've never done? For me, it's something it's a format I've never done. And I love this format. I'm really loving this format. For Shannon, it's something we've never done.
Never done it. I'm going to do it beforehand, though.
It's something I've never taught. When I worked at a craft store years ago, I dabbled in it, but I wasn't good at it. And that's what I do. When I dabble and I'm not good, I let go of it. That's what I do. So.
But she thinks I will be.
I think this is up Shannon's alley, and I think it's going to be up your alley, too. I think you guys are going to love it.
They think you need to have a Maymay mobile.
Maymay has, just like you guys can't get away, Maymay can't get away either. It's the same for me.
At this point in time,
can't
we're
clear my
not
throat.
doing any extensive traveling due to me being the sole caregiver for my parents. And so I can't be gone any period of time to do a Maymay mobile right now.
Not now. A couple good questions. First is, can I give a ballpark price? I cannot. I do not want to give, here's the problem. If I give a ballpark price and people don't understand ballpark, then they think I said that price, and I cannot do that. I will give you a price when I have it. It is not it will be less than what we did for crafting in the country. It will be slightly more than our last Craft Acropolis because everything is slightly gone up. And we are also doing lunch in this event where we haven't done lunch before. We're doing lunch because we really like that at Crafting in the Country. It was very convenient.
It is.
The second question was, here's where you'll get your information from. All of these tickets will be sold through our MaymayEvents.com site. Okay? Pennies and ours. We're selling them all through the same place, so you don't have to go 4 different places. When she talks about it, she will be linking to our site, and when we talk about it, we'll be linking to our site. And if the plan goes like we think it will, and next Thursday we have it up, we'll do a screen so you can see next Thursday. We can click and point and show you where everything is.
The shop that does the sewing is So Charming.
So Charming Quilt Shop, LLC.
There you go.
S-E-W, charming.
S-E-W.
Will Penny and I have classes at the same time? That's possible. It's possible. But the way classes will be structured, you'll probably be able to get in what you want. They won't, how do I say? They do run at the same time, but I'll be teaching here one day and her here one day and then vice versa.
Yeah, because Maymay, the days that we have classes, we're going to teach the same class every day so we can reach teaching more students.
Yeah, the capacity we have is 90 students per class for 3 classes. We'll teach 30 students on Monday, 30 students on Tuesday, 30 students on Wednesday. So I'll teach, Shannon will teach, Brenda will teach. The next day, I teach, Brenda teaches, Shannon teaches. We do it the same way. And we teach the same class 3 times so everybody that's there can hopefully get in it. But 90 classes is going to be our max. I think Penny's is going to be even tighter than that. And she won't have as many tables as we do either. So it's, like I said, her audience is different. Our audience is different. It's kind of going to be we're kind of looking at it 3/4 and 1/4, but it might change. We'll see.
Okay, so if they want to purchase So Charming tickets, they can purchase those through our website.
All tickets for Craft Acropolis are sold through our website. They'll just pick the ones they want.
Okay.
No, Penny won't sell any through her website. If we did that, it's chaos. There's no way we can keep up with what she sold versus what we've sold and keep inventory of tables. We would oversell, undersell, max out, who knows. So everything's going through our site. Somebody said, so you'll bring your supplies. Let's see how they put it. You bring your supplies and we do crafts with the instructor. You don't bring the supplies. Every class has a kit, but there's a make it kit you bring with you. So for example, you bring a trimmer and a bone folder and a scoreboard and
you have to bring your tools.
You bring your tools, and then your class has a kit. You get a kit when you get there that works with your tools. If you've been to our classes before, very similar. We have not talked to She Shack this time. For no reason. I mean, I think if y'all are interested in that, let me know. They would probably be willing to do something. I don't see why they wouldn't. They'd have to do it on Monday, because if they do a ceramic with you, they have to go fire it for you and get it back to you. So we could do that based on interest. If you guys will email us, email info@MaymayMadeIt.com. And if you're interested, I'll reach out to them. I think they would love that.
No, Brenda, the max will be more than 90 people. Oh, you mean to take a class? That's correct. 90 people
students.
to take a class.
90 students.
But that's not the max for the facility
No.
as to how many.
At this point, we have 156 tables, but I've held some room because I want to see how y'all do. I've held some room. So I have enough tables to, even like if you don't want to take classes, I've got more tables. You know, if you just want to come craft. If you just want to do the big room quilt, you can do that, whatever. But we have more tables than classes. That's always how it is, though. We can always only teach 90 students. Well, I think last time we taught in 2 classrooms and taught the same class like 6 times. It was so bad.
That's a lot.
It was so bad for us.
It was
So.
a lot.
Okay, there are one significant airport and one decent airport. If you fly into Birmingham, that is a big airport in Alabama anyway. And the other location would be Montgomery. And you can fly into that airport as well. They're about the same distance from Clanton, so you could pick either one.
Shannon looks beautiful tonight from Penny. Becky, did you get a haircut, Maymay? I did get a haircut. We have a new hair salon in our strip here. I love it. It's so convenient. So convenient. It's called Enchanted Roots Salon. And I did get a haircut. Matter of fact, Josh should have just gotten a haircut there. And Joe got a haircut there. So
Rustic Relic is
Ooh, did you hear
only,
him?
Rusty.
I fixed it, is only about 5 minutes away.
3 red lights.
Yeah, it's not far.
There was another question I saw I want to answer. Oh, so right now we can purchase either you or Penny.
Yeah, we do not provide airport pickup. Sorry.
Sort of. It'll sort of be that way. It's Penny's big room quilt will be available separate because she doesn't have to have a classroom for that. So she can do that on the big floor. Her classes will be bought with her bundle and her table. So that will be separate. But our combo deals, like our bundles, will be pick mine or hers to start with. And that, I don't think that'll go very far. I think people will grab up their bundle and then we can break everything out pretty quick. But it has just been so helpful. Just so y'all know, there's groups of people who come to every event and want to take every class and they don't want to miss out. And so they say to us, please let us purchase in bundle. It is quicker, faster, and they can get on and off the website quicker, right? So we try to accommodate that. And then as soon as that's done, we break everything out. And I believe this time, based on the event and the number of space we have, we will actually get to break things out. We really didn't get to do that in our last event, especially the COVID restriction event. We didn't have any space. I think we could only have 75 people in the big room.
Yeah.
Where we can have 156 people this time, we could only have 75 last time.
There is not an hotel within walking distance.
No.
Sorry.
Will you bring petals from the past event this year? Will you bring?
Is that supposed to say, will you be at?
Probably. Is there a hotel in Walk? No, there's not. I was invited to the September event. I always go to the Antiques in the Garden event, but not as a meet and greet or anything. I was invited to the September event, but we were looking at doing an event in September. We're still looking at doing a fall event. I just got to make sure the dates line up. They know I got no green thumb. They don't want me at petals.
Yeah.
Jonah Lee, it is not my birth name. It is the name I have gone by since my nephew Thomas could not say my real name. He said Maymay. That's what I've been. And it's quite a blessing because it's kind of a family name, which is a long story. But yeah, Thomas calls me that, and now everybody does. I'll tell you what's even funnier is now that I have grandkids, I'm bound and determined that they won't call me Maymay because I want to be a grandmom, not a Maymay to everybody. And so they call me Grams. But Lydia and Ford call me Maymay. So when we're together with them, it's been funny. Addie said, Lydia will say Maymay or Ford will say Maymay. And Addie will go, her name is not Maymay, her name is Grams. And I'm like, that's exactly right. Her name is Grams. That's right. And Ford and Lydia just look at me because they know. But it's funny. We do not have Uber or Lyft. We don't have anything like that. We do have food delivery now, which is pretty good. And we have a Starbucks. Imagine that. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate it. I think she did a really good job on my hair. I think she did a good job. I've been wearing it pulled up lately just because I'm kind of in between what I'm trying to do with it, growing it wise, but also because when I wear it up, so many people say they like it, and I'm like, well, it's easy. So if they think it looks good, I'd much rather just go swoop, done.
Hey, did you see Zen Girl's random Maymay? How do you start a new spool of thread? I can't find the end.
You know, I used to know a secret. I used to know a secret to do that. One thing is nowadays, if you're new with thread, this is a new thing that I'm not used to. Now on the end of thread, they have this little slit all the way around the spool, and the thread is put into that slit, and they wrap it in there. You know, where before it was just that piece that hung out the end, and you just grabbed it and opened it. Now it wraps all the way inside that slit. So check and see if that's the issue.
Sometimes
Petals.
you'd had to lift the little tape ends off.
Yeah, Sharon, which event? Are you talking about the Antiques in the Garden event that's in the spring? Or are you talking about the one they're having in September?
Yeah.
I may accept the invitation for September and be there for that one. But I'll be at Antiques in the Garden because I like it. I always go. Me and Brenda typically go. Have you gone with us, Shannon? Yeah. I love to go to it. Petals is like minutes from my house, and I always look forward to it.
Lynn, I don't really know. There's no taxi service here. Most of the time, people just kind of gather up together that are staying at the same hotel and ride together.
Or rent a car. A lot of people rent a car.
Or you could rent a car, that's true.
Okay, we don't recommend that, Karen, because we can't cover that. We can't have that liability, so that won't be a Maymay sanctioned situation, but what y'all do is what y'all do. Yeah, most people rent a car. I think we had a lot of people rent a car last time.
The big thing is we don't have an airport that's within an hour of us.
But guess what?
So,
we might have one that can handle more soon, huh? That's what they're talking about.
So when you fly into Birmingham, you're an hour away. When you fly into Montgomery, you're an hour away. So you pretty much have to rent a car at the airport to get here. And once you have a car, then you get to drive it all week.
Cindy, I guarantee you Cog Hill will be there. I guarantee you. I don't know. They were there last time, but the line was so busy, even I couldn't meet them. I ended up meeting them. They came to a meeting that we have for local Instagram folks, and now we run into them at lunch sometimes. But the line was forever. I was just like, I'm not getting in that line. And it was hot. Oh, it was hot. Bless their heart. They ended up having to move them because the line was so long to meet them. That was pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Dun, 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 dun. My embroidery machine threads and Floridians have a ring. Yeah, there's like a ring on the end of them. Yeah.
And you have another piece of good news that you wanted to show them.
Oh, yeah. We have a new stamp set that I have not released, and we've actually had a little while, but I haven't had time to play with it, and I was waiting to show y'all, and I'm like, I'm not going to wait anymore because it's real good, so y'all might want to grab it up, especially kind of the time of year for this kind of thing. And even Holly I might need this to use this for Holly now, right? So it's super cute. I'm gonna put it down here and we'll switch it. I'm glad you're hooked on Cog Hill. They are super nice people. If you get to meet them, you will love them. You will love them. It's funny, like even for us, it's like, cause I watched them on YouTube before I met them, and it's funny how like I see them around town and I'm like, those are celebrities. They're celebrities. It's so funny. All right.
However, you don't think you are.
Not at all. I'm just a hometown girl. All right, here we go. You ready? I really love this. I'm gonna flip this over. Look, this one is called Oh Baby. Look how cute this stamp set is. Okay, so we had people asking us to make a stamp set where they could do like the, first month picture, second month picture, third month picture, da-da-da-da. So that's what this is, but it's so much more than that. I want to show you what everything's on it, okay? I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. This ring, which you're like, why is there a ring up there? This ring is because I wanted to be able to take this ring and these cute images, all these little pieces here, and make a mobile on a card. I think it'd be so cute to stamp this ring, poke some holes, put some baker's twine in, put some stars on it that wiggle around and move. Do you see what I'm saying? Put this little moon on it and have it wiggle around and move. You'll see it. You'll see it happen. Because I'm going to make it, but I want to go ahead and release this to you guys. You get a bow, a duck, a moon, cloud stars, all this. 2 little feet so you can do like a direction if you want to. The little onesie, which is stinking cute. Y'all know there's stitches all over this thing. I had to put stitches everywhere. Look at this little baby bottle. This little puppy on wheels. I want to point something out to you too. The puppy's on wheels and the duck is on wheels. And this is a chain that you can stamp like pulling them. Isn't that cute? So you can take this little piece here and stamp it here or stamp it up here and it looks like you're pulling the little wheels. Here's what all's on here. Let's start with the big words. Baby shower, gender reveal, announcing, little one welcome miracle. Those are those words, okay? Then you've got weight, length, date, time. You've got name, girl. Down here we've got place, our little boy, sweet baby, join us for a, and then right here, we've got honoring, date, time, and place. Now, this is one stamp, and here's why we did it. Sometimes it's hard to line that up inside of an invitation or on an invitation, so I asked her to put these pieces together, but you can play with all of these. And, of course, you can cut these apart. Y'all know you can cut all these apart. It's no big deal. You can put them back together on your stamp or whatever, on your block. But how cute is this guy? Just love it. I'm going to bring it up so y'all can see it really cute. I cannot wait to play with it. It is fresh. Fresh. I think a mini album with this and every month, you know, weight, date, length, time, the name. I think it'd be cute for a gender reveal party. I think that'd be super cute to do gender reveal, honoring the mommy and the daddy here, and then the date, the time, the place. Isn't that so cute? Love it.
Just awesome.
I love it.
Super
I think it's really cute, really unique, and I think a lot of people can use a lot of ways. I can see this bottle as a shaker and like have milk in it, you know, not milk, but like glitter. Wouldn't that be cute as a shaker element? There's so many ideas for it. This little guy right here, the onesie, I can see you stamping little sweet sentiments on the onesie. I just love it. I think it is so, so good. So there's that, and I can't wait to play with it. I just haven't had a moment. I have not had a moment to play with it. But I'm going to. We're trying to get so much done.
Do you know anybody that's having a baby or having a baby shower?
Do I?
Boom, shaka-da.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, shaka,
Holly's announced hers. Have y'all seen that Simply Lake and Lace are having their sweet baby boy? Very exciting. She's announced it everywhere, so it's everywhere. I'm not telling you something that you can't know. It's everywhere.
Baby, baby.
Oh, it would be cute with the Mente paper little one. It would be cute with that. It's in your cart. Read that. It's really good. I cannot wait to make the mobile. And I'll tell you something. The colors I see using, especially if you do the gender reveal, you know how these, wait, do I have one right here? Hold on. I think this paper pack just screams. I may have already put it away. You know that little baby one we had? Wait, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I don't even know if we still have this paper pack. These colors with this stamp set, I just think these kinds of colors.
Beautiful.
Wouldn't that be great with it? Especially if you're doing a gender reveal, because these are neutral enough for the gender. You know what I'm saying? I just love that. I think that this looks like these so much. Isn't that cool? Do we have these available? You checking?
Our baby boy, there's 10. Our baby girl, there's 5.
Ooh, not a whole lot, but there is
There's
some.
6x6. We have 26 of the boy and 23 of the girl.
So grab the 6x6 if nothing else, because how cute
we
would
also
that
have
be?
some ephemera, y'all. So go buy the ephemera.
Oh, the ephemera too.
Yeah.
How cute would the 6x6 little images be on this little onesie, and maybe put it on a wobble?
But don't fall down.
But don't fall down, put it on a wobble. I wish y'all could have seen when I introduced wobbles to Addie. It blew her mind. She was like, she didn't know what it was. I was like, here, you want me to take these home? Trust me, you want me to play with it. You want to play with these. So like, okay.
Our little girls are growing up so fast. They're so cute.
So I cut out a heart, right? And I put it on a wobble and I put it on a card and I went, watch, wiggle it. And when I did, she was like her world changed. It was so cute. So cute. Somebody said, who or what is Cog Hill? Cog Hill Farms is a YouTuber that's in our area. They're from our area here. They're not actually from our area, but they live in our area now. Go check them out. They're fantastic. The neutrals are so popular. But can't you see this done in the neutrals? I can. What is that? I saw a funny thing somewhere at a gender reveal party. Did you read that?
Which one?
They were revealing their gender. Too funny. What is a wobble? Do I have any in here? Let me look.
Well, you used
I
to
think
say
they're in
we
my
were
round,
wobble.
aren't they?
They,
But they
I
don't
think
fall
they're the
down?
top of the round.
Oh, here they are. I don't have the packaging, the top packaging. Let's see. Look right here. So, these, you peel the sticky off of one side and you peel the sticky off the other, and you put an image here and you put this down on your project, and then they wobble. That makes sense? It's really cute. So, like if you took this onesie and made it, right? Made it on like a, use your SVG, cut it out. By the way, this comes with a free SVG. So you use the SVG, cut this guy out, put that little onesie on it, and then whoever gets it can do this. Too cute.
Mighty cute.
Dorbs.
We have a stamp set that does say brother and sister, but I don't know if it says big. Howdy y'all, I think, has everybody's name on it. Too cute. All right.
the finished product.
Oh, are you ready to see the finished product that Shannon did? Are y'all ready for
I
that?
went a little crazy.
I think it looks. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't
think
either.
On camera, I think it looks better. Y'all check it out. On camera, even because when I was filming it, I would look at it through here and then I would look at it through the camera, and I'm like, on camera, it looks better.
I added gold and white to it to try and bring the dash lines out because they fade away with the black. But, you know,
She just spent all this time.
it's just fun.
I'm trying to move it where y'all can see the gold. But
And
my
y'all, we
camera's
still
slow.
have them in stock. The Nuvo dual dot markers.
Let me
They're
show them.
fun.
These guys.
They're fun. I've just been writing because they're fun.
Anything
They're
they
just
can't
fun.
see?
No, it just has Maymay Made It, Lucy and Shannon on it.
Look. And she's been
And
drawing.
dots. And dots.
That is so popular right now. That'd be a cool card.
Yeah, they're
do in the
everywhere.
multiple colors?
I love watching it.
Everybody's doing that. That'd be cool. Did y'all see that? That's
It's
pretty
hard.
neat. It's hard?
Well, keeping your dots straight.
It's with this though, what I like is you did like the center one,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you move to the smaller nib and go
Uh-huh.
around it. That's pretty cool how you did that.
It's fun.
I don't think this is for me. This is very Shannon. That's a very
it's not
Shannon
for-
thing.
see? It's not for Maymay.
Very Shannon. This is what mine looks like. Imagine. Imagine.
I thought you were going to say, this is what mine looks like. Shannon, here, do it. I did this.
I'll tell y'all a story. I thought this was funny. Okay, let me just say this to y'all. I take 2 sewing classes a week, okay? I have one on Monday morning and one on Tuesday night, all right? And I'm not supposed to. Let me explain this to you. I'm supposed to be, I am so remedial that I take the Monday morning class and the Tuesday night class just so I can catch up, just so I can stay on track. Because it's actually 2 different classes. Anyway, long story. But we had to cut. Are y'all ready for this? This, you'll hear right now why I'm not sure quilting is my thing, okay? We had to cut 98 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 squares. 98 of those out of fabric. Paper, I got you all day long. You know what fabric does? Moves, wiggles, slides. Oh my goodness. Now, this is on me. I saw the quilt. I saw how intricate it was. I did it. I was not blindsided, okay? Then those 98 squares, I had to draw. This is what I had to do. I had to take my ruler and lay it from corner to corner and draw a line on 98 squares. And it was our homework. And I sat down 3 different times at my house and worked on it and did not finish it. And when I got to Sew Charming, I was the only one still drawing my lines. This is embarrassing. I was the only one still drawing my lines. And so Emily comes up to me and she's talking to me. She's saying something sassy because she loves to sass me and it's hilarious. She's saying something sassy and I said, you know what, Emily? All I want to hear from you right now is give me those and let me finish those lines for you. So you know what she did? Give me those and let me finish those lines. I said, if Shannon was here, I wouldn't have had to ask. It'd have been done.
Hey, can I draw your lines? We drew lines yesterday.
And we did. Oh, God.
We crazy.
Guess how many lines we drew? That almost tells us. No, it doesn't. It's 144 plus 88.
Yeah.
More than that, because we did further than that. Too funny. Math makes me sick and fabric moves. Oh, you can cut them on the Cricut. Do you know how much work that is? To me, that is much more work with fabric to cut that. I would still be cutting them, honestly. By the time I cut my fabric down to 12 by 12 and then put it, or even 12 by 24, and then put it on the mat and then made sure it stuck well and got it, I don't think so.
Then you have to re-stick the mat because fabric makes the mat not sticky anymore.
Because listen, with my ruler and my rotary cutter, that the time was not bad. It was how many I had to do, and it was so funny.
You've got some quilters that are giving you instructions. Twyla said cut them 1/8 of an inch bigger and then square afterwards.
I suggested that, Twyla, and Penny said on this particular quilt it would not work because we were cutting pieces that were working inward to a center square, and because I said, why can we not just do 3 inches? Why can't I just do a 3-inch square? She said they should have written it that way, but they didn't. And the pieces we were cutting 2 7/8 are this outside that match up with this inner piece. I'm telling you, it's a very detailed quilt. I should have said that's not for me.
Katina said there are shortcuts in cutting and getting squares ready to sew for quilting. She didn't tell you what they were, but she says they are some.
We're doing the half square triangle shortcut. I just got to have 98. I got to have, what's 98 twice?
98 twice would be 196.
I got to have 196 half square triangles. We're doing it. We're getting 2 out of 1. I'm chain piecing all of them. We're doing shortcuts, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Get a stripology ruler.
Do you have what?
Stripology.
Do you ever use rubber cement? I do not. I don't like the scent. It's strong. I have seen the new Tim Holtz trimmer. I'm not sure I'm going to carry it. I have to see it in person, and I do have plans to see it in person pretty soon, and I'll let you know. Y'all know I don't jump on the trends. Y'all know I don't. I have to know that it's something I need. I am, Terrence, let me tell you something. I am literally that student.
She is,
100%.
She is.
100%. I am literally that student.
And my son is that student because we had Lucy's birthday party here, and we all
Can I please tell that story?
Yes, please do. Because I didn't notice.
Listen,
she showed me.
I was working with the kids on that side of the room. The reason I want to tell this story is because Shannon was just teaching, okay? Teaching. Here's what you need to know. That student, in every class, there's a student that either gets ahead, right? Has never done this before and doesn't even know what this is. We love all those students.
They don't even know what glue is.
We love all those students. We know how to work in that. Shannon and I are good at that, okay? But there's always that student, and I'm that student that whines and complains and says, isn't there an easier way? I'm that student.
Or just does it her own way and doesn't care what the teacher just told her.
I 100% will do it my way. 100%. Matter of fact, in one class not long ago, Penny walked up to me and she's like, you're chain piece. And I said, girl, I'm not making one square at a time. I'll lose my mind. I got a chain piece. Anyway, we're having this party for Lucy, and Shannon had cut 20 stoves. All the pieces, she'd put everything together beautifully. There were these kits. She knew exactly how she was going to lead these 10-year-old. They're not even 10.
No, they're not. They're
8.
There were kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth. So the oldest was 10.
Okay.
Yeah, 10.
So she has a plan, okay, and she's telling them, take this out. Fold this way, do this. Because if they follow us when they're done, they all have a stove, right? If they follow what we're doing. Well, I'm walking around the room, and your sister's walking around, and we're trying to help the kids, and I get to this one corner, and Noah is sitting there. And I said, Noah, Mommy hadn't said that step yet. And he said, I know how to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So he's like 4 steps ahead of Shannon. He's right. He's doing it fine. He's like 4 steps ahead of Shannon. I woke up to Shannon, and I said, Shannon, you know that student, there's that one. She's like, yeah. I said, it's Noah.
And I turn over there, he's like glued all this stuff. His stove handle is crooked on his thing, and he's opening it up and going to get the cookies.
He's done.
He's like,
he
I did it,
done.
Mom.
He was done.
Like, all right, good job, bub.
It was funny. It was so funny. I love that Terrence knows I'm that student. Terrence,
So we have,
please take a sewing class with me. You'll think it's hilarious.
Yes.
548 people watching right now and 408 likes, so that's pretty good. I wouldn't turn down a few more though. Wouldn't turn down a few more.
I've seen all those quilts and stuff, and I'm learning. I'm getting it done. I like those 3-yard things. I have all the books. I have all the gear, y'all. You should come to my sewing room. I have all the gear. All of it. I got a new rotary cutter last week because I was watching this guy on YouTube. If y'all think I don't watch the YouTubes, I know all the quilting channels. I was watching this guy on YouTube and he was using this. And I actually learned about it from Penny. I have to give her credit. She uses it when you go in their store and buy fabric. She uses this. It's a rotary trimmer that instead of holding it this away, you hold it this away. So it's kind of ergo. Did I not tell you I bought a new rotary?
No, but
It's different.
And I love it. I love it because your hand doesn't have to go like this. Well, you can't see me. Your hand doesn't go like this. It goes like this, and it's so much easier. And I got that, and I loved it. It was so incredible. Heidi's a step ahead student. Which student are you guys? Tell me which one you are. I want to know.
I am a follow the instructions student.
I thought I was a follow the instructions student. My problem is there's got to be a quicker way student. That's who I am. There's got to be another way. But you don't mind that.
It's your my thing is it's your project. You do how you want to do. You're the one that's taking it home.
I don't care how anybody does it. Even in my class, I don't care how
you don't want to do what we're doing. Don't do it.
You
but
guys
then don't come and complain to me when it's wrong.
Twilight, I don't know, but it's
skip
my
ahead. Don't get
understanding
mad.
that the more likes a video gets, the more it gets pushed out to people on YouTube. So
I love you guys. We totally need shirts. Like, I'm the one that.
Yes.
Okay, I got to falls behind and always ahead. Follow the instructions. Wait for me. That's cute. Always ahead. Faith is like me.
Hey, Willow, that's me. Willow says, I'm a kneel on the instructions and wing it person. Got my knee on the instructions so it's not messing up my knee.
We literally did that when we were putting that baby gate together.
100%.
The two of us did that. And I'm going to tell you what we did. We put the instructions down. We did not care about the instructions. And we were like, we can put this thing together. We can figure this thing out. And y'all, halfway through it, I went, Vince, first off, I'll tell you something. This company's smart that we bought this baby gate from because they had it all packaged up and there was this huge red zip tie. Okay, this red zip tie was wrapped around this piece, and
That means
in big
don't
red
cut it.
letters, it said, "Do not cut until," and it tells you when, right? And we were just cutting zip ties, and Vince put the knife on it. I went, "Wait a minute, that one's red. Wait." If they had not done that, we would have cut it.
But truthfully, that gate had no instructions other than don't cut this red
It really
piece of tape.
did not have
There
any
was not
instructions.
any instructions in the box.
It really didn't. You guys, I need to be able to see all these comments. They are hilarious. I will follow the instructions, go too fast, then seam rip the heck out of it.
I like Terrence's.
I like
I'm one that
Retha's.
waits for the teacher but feel like others are slowing us down.
I'm with Retha. I'm usually 2 steps behind and think I'm ahead.
That was my mother, y'all. That was my mother. She would be that way.
Oh, Beth, you're Thomas. Beth is Thomas. Beth says, I'm going to show the teacher a better way to do it, student. That's Thomas Gay, and that's Maymay.
Also,
Always got a better way.
Wait.
May have never touched it in their life,
wait, I
but
love
they know how to do
Lisa.
it better than the person that's been doing it for 50 years.
Lisa's is my favorite because these students are my favorite in class. I'm the, what's going on? I'm so confused. Those are my
Wait, we're in class already?
Wait, we started? Those are my favorite students. I swear they are. Zoila said, what are instructions?
BJ said, who needs them?
Beth, we need that on a t-shirt because I am that person,
Joy,
girl.
I'm the one who's talking.
Y'all are so funny.
I like that y'all are honest.
Do you know what I love about this? Like, this is every class we've ever taught.
Zen
Oh,
girl
yeah.
said, I'm stressed out the whole time.
Although, Joy, I was the one that was talking at Crafting in the Country that got the stare down from Maymay, and I had to move over from somebody because we were just chit-chatting our way.
They were
around.
having a whole conversation. I'm having to teach in a room that has a ceiling about 30 feet, and I'm trying to talk where people can hear me. And they're on the last row.
I didn't hear no complaints.
She and Shannon, I was like, Shannon, are y'all ready? Because
No, we're not.
because all the other students had literally taken so long for them to catch up. All the other students were looking at them like, are y'all? So funny. Wait, which one is Tamitha? I'm the one who says, but doesn't read herself. Follow the instructions, but she doesn't read them herself. Oh my goodness. I'm 2 steps behind with my hands, 3 steps ahead with my mind. Y'all are so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need y'all to go to our Facebook group. Seriously, Tamitha, I need this to happen. I need them to make a thread of these so I can read them later. This is hilarious.
Now, Rhonda makes a good point. Instructions are what you read when the picture don't make sense.
Tamitha, you need to make a post that says, what kind of crafter are you?
What kind of student?
Are you?
What kind of student are you?
And then y'all go put this in the comments.
And put it in the Maymay Made It and So Did I group so we can read it. I cannot wait to see all these. I love this.
I call them destruction instead of instructions.
I always call them the constructions. My dad used to ask us after school, what did you what did you learn the teacher today? That's funny. Y'all, I got to read these. I got to see them, and they're just flying by. I love this. Y'all are brilliant. I love it. I'm going to tell you something. Shannon and I guess I've worked with people. I've taught with a lot of teachers. Okay, I've taught with a lot of teachers. And I have worked with teachers who leave a class and they're so frustrated because they let the differences of people like dictate how they teach. They get derailed when someone gets behind or whatever. And I'm just like, you just got to know how to roll with that. And Shannon and I are really good at even Brenda, we're all good at it because first off, I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, but I don't teach a class alone. Have y'all ever noticed that? I always have an assistant. It's never just me teaching you. And that assistant's job is to go around the room and be used where she's needed. And typically, here's how it works. I work with the people who are ahead and the ones who tell me there's a better way. I have those. And Shannon typically has the ones that she needs to help that are confused. Like, what did somebody say? What are we doing? You've started? Like, and that's how we work so well in that. And even in our live shows, in our live classes, we're that way. Even when we do them online, I'm working the ones that are either, like, we work to our strengths. And I'm good at that, and she's good at the other. And so that's so funny that y'all are saying all this. It feels like a class.
Yvonne, we are not following any instructions at this moment. So you really ain't lost.
Denise said, I'm the one asking, what's for lunch?
Guilty. I don't know this lady very well, but she would not mind me sharing this story with you. This is so funny. We were at quilting class the other day, and the class started at 9 a.m. and went till 11. And at 10 o'clock, she started begging Emily to order pizza. She was so hungry. Order pizza, order pizza. And so Emily would go, does anybody want pizza? And no one wanted it. It was 10 o'clock. We just had breakfast. No one's wanted it. And she was so hungry. She had not had time to eat. And she was like, I'm buying, y'all. Just tell her what you want. She wanted pizza so bad. And I was like, she is so my spirit animal. Like, this is who I want to be. Like, just bring me pizza.
Like, hey, honey, Dairy Delight's right down the road. Just go get you a milkshake real quick.
Let me tell you the student I am, too. I'm also the student that shows up without her supplies. I did that last week. Showed up to class and did not have my fabric.
Willow says, ever have coffee shoot through your nose? I don't recommend it. Memo to self. Stop drinking coffee during the after show.
Oh my goodness. If they sent in school, they sent me to special ed to color because I finished my work and bothered everyone else. You know what, Beth? That's a thing. I remember I had a little boy I taught in my Sunday school class who was always ahead of everybody else, and I just gave him something else to do.
My sister was a teacher's helper because she always got finished and would bother everybody else.
Cindy, did you see what Cindy said? Are you shocked? Cindy said, I'm the one going, what's next? What's next? What's next?
No, I'm not shocked, Miss Cindy. Not shocked at all.
Is that you or Vicky? Which one is actually that?
Vicky's over there hitting her going,
Wait.
Cindy, will you be quiet?
One of them, you guys are the opposite students. You guys are opposite, right? Cindy and Vicky are opposite of each other. One of them is always ahead and one of them is always going slow down, right?
I don't remember.
I may be wrong about that. Remind me about that if I am. Teachers in school are under a lot of pressure that everyone gets it perfectly no matter what. No one left behind. Listen, my child is a teacher. It is, and Shannon's sister is a teacher. It is very hard in classroom. But I guarantee you, if your sister was watching this, she is going, got that one, got that one, got that one, got that one. Joy, you and Thomas have a lot in common. She said her mother said she came out asking questions, asking why, talking and asking why.
My sister's a totally, I'm going to do it my way crafter. She's not really a crafter, though.
I love that. Read Linda's. Vince, read what Linda said.
Linda said, my aunt was teaching me to play the piano and to read music. Once in a while, she would say, now see that note? You don't really need to play that one. No one will ever notice you don't play.
That's how I feel about stuff.
That's right. The
Turn it
chord's
over.
pretty, even if that note don't get made.
Cindy said we pegged them. I think I remember that.
That's what I said.
Now, Cheryl said
Vicky's
in
sitting there
elementary
hitting
school
and
they
telling her,
almost
"Stop,
failed her for
stop."
not drinking her milk fast enough.
How can they fail you for not drinking your milk fast enough?
Apparently she had too many questions about, no, I'm just kidding about that part. That's just what it said. I just read it now. You can ask Cheryl what she means.
I'm done. I'm done.
Which one got you?
The hot cheese one.
All right, y'all. I think it's time for us to pray.
I can see her going, does anybody smell cheese?
Look, how many times after I got the whipped cream pie in the face did I say,
I did it too.
I
Does
smell
anybody smell sour whipped cream?
sour whipped cream?
Ew.
Listen, here's something. Let me teach y'all a lesson. If you're ever in a youth group and want to do a pie in the face, don't use whipped cream. Use shaving cream. I'm telling you, that whipped cream gets in your nose and sours, and you smell it for days.
You can't get it
You
out.
cannot. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. Oh my goodness, I could read that. This could be a book. This could be a book. As a trainer, I'll start to teach and watch for the Tinker, Tina, or Tim. They will always be ahead. Oh, it's going so fast. I can't read it.
They will always be ahead, behind, and ultimately sideways. Then I will tell them what to do.
Y'all are hilarious. I love it. It's making me excited for class again, though, because I love it. This is what I love about it. And I try to teach a lot of teachers this, okay? When people come and want to teach at my event, this is what I say. Listen, y'all tell me if I'm right. Our students would rather do a project they can complete than do this super detailed project that you feel like you have to teach them because it's so detailed. I've done this enough to know you guys, even my advanced student, even my what are we doing? We started class student, they want to walk out with a finished product. They want to take a picture and share it on Instagram and go, look what I made today in class. And that's what I try to tell my teachers. So don't feel like your class is too easy. Realize that our students can feel accomplished. And that's what I've learned from you guys. Am I right or wrong about that? I like to sit down and in 2 hours you have something complete. And if it's not complete, all you've got to do is glue stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like for you to have to leave and read an instruction for putting a page in or building a page, or you know what I'm saying? I just want you to be able to finish it. That's it. You want to feel accomplished. I've been to so many events where people leave and they go, we only got 3/4 of the way through, or we only got halfway through, or a lot of times we only get the first part done. And it always hurts my heart because I go, y'all are not going to finish that. You're going to take that home and it's going to go into a pile and you won't finish it.
Or they're just so sad, like even in class, because it's too hard and they're slow and they just get frustrated and walk out.
Yep.
Which I've seen, and it is sad.
You know, for a teacher, it's really hard because I want y'all to know something. We want to teach you big things. But what I try to do is teach you a lot of components, if this makes sense. I want you to learn a thing that you can then add to a thing and make a bigger thing and understand what you're doing. So that's kind of what I try to teach my teachers is, I know you may feel like this project is not advanced enough, but for the most part, we level the playing field in such a way that you can have a finished product. When we go to, when we do Craft Acropolis, we allow a little bit of leeway on that. And the reason for that is you guys are going to be on the crop floor for 3 or 4 days and we're there to help you. So it's different at a Craft Acropolis situation, you know, where we can walk around and help you and you can show us what you're doing and ask us questions. That's a little different. But if you come to one of my classes and then leave and don't see me again until Who knows when? I don't want you to feel like you didn't get to finish or get so close to finish. See, Debbie, I don't want to go home and finish. That's me too. That's me too. Pauline says I can almost feel the cheese. Oh my goodness. See, that's another thing, Melissa. That's another thing. A lot of teachers, a lot of craft teachers don't realize that when someone attends their class, more than likely they're a busy mom, a busy employee. They have so much going on, and they've taken this time to come to this class to create this thing. And when they're done, they've got to go back to their busy life. Not everybody is sitting around crafting all day long. It's a blessing to get to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of instructors don't realize I need to do this in this lot of time because I've been allotted this spot of time. Because once I leave here, the kids, the family, the dogs, the work, everything's back. So that's another thing too. I have to read this one. This is going to be the last one. Last one. Ready? I've hosted a craft day for my Red Hat group. I've had to plan for the least crafty lady. One time she glued her hat to the table. Who would do that?
That's Edna.
My mother would glue something to the table. That would be her. All right, guys. That was fun. I really enjoyed talking to you about that. I really want y'all to go over to the Facebook group and make this thread so I can read the ones I missed. Yep. I mean, I think about you guys that are professionals or have children that or grandchildren. We have such busy lives. I know what it's like to be able to say to Vince, I'm going to sewing class for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big deal. So it's nice to be able to accomplish something. Yvonne is Josh. Did you read Yvonne's? Mm-hmm. She's usually the one helping 3 people beside her. That's Josh. All right, guys, we're going to have prayer. I'm going to let Vinny pray us out tonight. We're going to have prayer together. If you have a specific prayer request you'd like for us to be praying about, head over to our Facebook group called Created in Christ, and you can add your prayer as a post, and we can put it on our prayer list, and there's so many prayer warriors that can be praying for you over there. Also, don't forget our Facebook group called Maymay Made It, and So Did I. That's where you can find the thread. I hope somebody starts it if Tamitha hadn't already, about what kind of student are you. I really want to see that. I think that's awesome. So, all right, Vinny.
All right, let's pray, guys. Hey, God, thank you for this day, and thank you for this time that we've been able to share together, Lord. I know that laughter does the heart good like a medicine. So, God, we're thankful that we could laugh together and have fun together and just rejoice with one another. God, I thank you for each person watching tonight. I thank you for their sacrifice of their time to be with us and to have this time with us. God, it means so much to us. To get to pour our lives out to them. God, I pray that you will continue to bless those that are hurting, those that are struggling, those that need a special touch from you. God, I pray you just place your hand on whatever their need is, God, and that you would comfort them and assure them that you're in control and that you're taking care of them. God, help us just to put our trust and our faith in you. God, I pray that you'll let us have a great rest of the week. And God, for those of us that are able to go out to your house and worship you on Sunday, God, I pray that'll be a great day too. Lord, we love you. We praise you. We thank you for your son, Jesus, and the sacrifice that he made for us on the cross that we might have a relationship with you. And God, we give you all the praise and honor and glory tonight. For we ask it in your precious son's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate the laughter. We always need that. Everyone needs it, right? So